Thank you so much for everyone who is here today. I want to say a special thank you to the Strong-Hearted Native Women's Coalition and the tribal leaders who are here represented. We welcome Chairwoman Norma Contreras, but we welcome all of the members of the tribal nations that you see represented behind us here today, standing in solidarity and speaking with one voice. Today we recognize May 5th as the National Day of Awareness honoring missing and murdered Indigenous women and Indigenous relatives in San Diego County. San Diego County is committed to ensuring that our relationship to local sovereign tribes is strong, is genuine, is meaningful, and is one of respect. This county is home to the most tribal nations in the United States, and all are different from each other, but all are equally committed to addressing this most important issue. Murdered, missing Indigenous women and relatives is a real and significant problem in this country that deserves our attention, it deserves our focus, and it deserves our action. According to the United States Department of Justice, American Indian women face a murder rate more than 10 times the national average. Homicide is the third leading cause of death among 10 to 24-year-olds and the fifth leading cause of death for American Indian and Alaska Native women between the ages of 23 and 34. As one might expect, the highest rates of murdered and missing American Indian and Alaska Native women occur in states with the highest population of Native people: California, Alaska, New Mexico, Montana, and Arizona. But what is worse is that 96% of American Indian, Alaska Native sexual violence victims come at the hands of a non-Native perpetrator, which means everyone has a role to play in helping address this important issue. We know that this is not new. As sobering as the statistics are, as shocking as the reality that confronts us, this has been an issue that's been affecting tribal members for generations. The MMIW movement calls for vital data to be collected so that we can have an accurate count of the number of those who are missing and have been murdered, but most importantly, it calls for action. Only recently, we began to see a response by the federal government to address this crisis, and that response is due to continued efforts like this to raise awareness and demand action. Today, I'm proud to announce action steps for us as a county for how we can also do more. My office has been working with the Strong-Hearted Native Women's Coalition, which includes tribal leadership, in developing a resolution that we can bring before the Board of Supervisors. And in this resolution, we will codify the recommendations we are developing to bring relevant local agencies, our district attorney's office, our sheriff's department, and Indigenous victim advocacy services to identify and implement real solutions to strengthen the safety, health, and well-being of Indigenous people. We are not doing this alone. We are working in close partnership with U.S. Attorney Randy Grossman, who is tasked with implementing Savannah's Act, a 2020 federal legislation that requires the Department of Justice to strengthen training, coordination, data collection, and other guidelines related to missing and murdered Indigenous people. Today we are here once again raising the missing, murdered Indigenous women's and relatives flag above our county building to signify and honor those that we have lost, to shine a light on this important issue. The flag will fly to show our commitment, our solidarity, our awareness, and it will continue to drive our action. And this evening and tonight, our building will be lit in red, again to signify the importance and relevance of this issue and an ongoing commitment for further action. And so I want to thank the leaders that you see behind us, a community that has rightfully raised an issue that has demanded action. Your county government sees you, we hear you, we recognize the urgency at which this must be addressed, and we look forward to continuing to partner and move with you and work with you into a better and safer future. So thank you all who are here today for all of your leadership and work, and I'm honored to join you in this most important effort. Thank you.